Donald Glover said he had to Trojan horse his show Atlanta to get his deal at FX, meaning he had to treat his show Atlanta like it was just a straight down the middle comedy in his pitches to the executives in order to get them to check the box that, yes, okay, we will buy this show. However many Emmy Awards later, I bet they're pretty glad they did. Now, what is he saying when he says, I had to Trojan horse my show? Guys, he's saying he lied, okay? It's okay to say it, because guess who else lied to sell their show in Hollywood? Everyone who ever sold a show in Hollywood. Meaning, when you go pitch executives your show, what you're doing is trying to get them to invest the resources into you and your product so you can make the show. If you had those resources already, then the show would already exist, meaning you wouldn't have to pitch it. You wouldn't have to take on the burden of imagination to try to get these people behind the thing that you want to sell them. Now, the executives in that room with you during your pitch, they're going to have to go and sell their bosses on your exact same pitch, meaning most likely they do not have the authority to unilaterally write a check for you to go off and spend a year and a half developing and producing your TV show. They're going to have to run it up the chain to the big bosses who can write that check. And so you're going to have to be able to present to them in 20 to 30 minutes in a pitch meeting something that is clear and something that checks the boxes as to what they are allowed to pay for at their network so they can go run that up to their bosses. Everyone's doing the dance, all right? Everybody has to participate in this little show, this performance that happens from the creator to the executives, then the executives to their bosses. Now, the complication today is that when Donald Glover sold his show Atlanta years ago, before COVID, he probably did it live in living color in the room with the executives at the network. I've sold a couple shows myself that way. But today, we sell almost everything in Hollywood on Zoom pitch meetings, which means that performance has to be even tighter. You really got to know what you're doing and which notes to hit in order to give the people sitting across from you the best chance to represent you to their bosses so they can sell your show up to the network. Does that make sense? I know it does. If you want to literally rehearse your pitch with me so that you're tight on exactly what you need to do and say when you get in front of those executives, I'll do that with you. Comment rehearsal underneath this particular video, and I will reach out to you to make myself available for that. All right?